Peppa Pig is full of sneaky little changes you've probably never noticed, like different outfits or even new voices. Here are some secret details to look out for next time you watch. So to start things, we have this particular scene, or should I say, scenes. This mystery is shrouded in Mrs. Gazelle. While being one of the most mysterious and nicely creepy individuals on the show, Mrs. Gazelle is a very loving and nice gazelle to all her students and everyone she meets. But that doesn't take away the pointer that states she is a vampire. Yes, this is a fact well established and proven countless times, as all facts and ideas point to her being a lifelong vampire. One very weird detail is in the home of Mrs. Gazelle, where the entire building is slanted as if it had been built a billion years ago, depicting the lifelong years of a vampire. Another fact is the really long pine tree behind Mrs. Gazelle's home, in which she duly stated that she had watched that tree grow from being a really tiny stalk to the 3-story tree, taller than her house. Also, no one talks much about how young she actually looks, regardless of her rooted existence dated far back to when Mommy Pig, Daddy Pig, and friends were all still very young. And finally, while the Pig family paid a visit to Mrs. Gazelle at her house, there was a picture hanging way up high. It was really far up though. The detail about this picture was that it was in black and white, so obviously it was a really old pic. But the picture was of a gazelle, also, but a male gazelle. But we don't know another adult gazelle in the show, do we? There's no Mr. Gazelle anywhere. I mean, do you recall any premiere of a Mr. Gazelle? Well, I don't. So is it possible that the frame on the wall of Mrs. Gazelle's house is a picture of her husband, who is also a vamp? Well, if it was so, it would make so much sense why he's absent from the show, as it could depict he stays in a different country from his wife. As I said, in every new episode the producers release, there is one detail shrouded in mystery that would leave suspecting viewers looking and asking, what the hell is going on here, turning grown men and women into Sherlock Holmes of this generation? Coincidentally, I'm highlighting another mysterious picture, but this time it's not Mrs. Gazelle again. Don't worry, we don't think she has any vampire relatives. Well, for now. So this particular episode centered on a scene where Mommy Pig wanted to gift Grandpa and Grandma Pig her old computer, and the entire family took that opportunity to pay Grandpa and Grandma Pig a visit, alongside dropping off the computer at their grandparents' home. So while they went into Grandpa Pig's office to install the computer, we could see on a piece of furniture inside the office a framed photo of 2 piglets, with one being bigger than the other. The detail about this frame was that it was in black and white, stating it could not possibly be Peppa and George, but instead would be someone else. But who? There's the million-dollar question right now, but that's just the first question. Who were the pair in the photo? This is a detail I can't seem to put my head around either, but let's break it down. It's obviously not Peppa and George, fair, but then if it's Mommy Pig, then who's the second person? Because as we know, Mommy Pig has no known brother, none that has ever been spoken of in the slightest at least. To add more confusion to this detail, in the episode Daddy Pig's Birthday, we could see the same picture on Daddy Pig's table. Could it be that Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig are siblings? I mean, we haven't heard anything about Daddy Pig's parents or anything, so at this point, I really don't know. But what do you think? Why don't you let me know in the comments down below? Now, this is a rather deep detail, and I wonder what I was thinking about that made me come up with this. I really should reduce that extreme coffee intake, so here it is. If you do a quick Safari search to find out when Peppa Pig was first aired, you'd find out that it was in the year 2004. Fast forward to today, which is 2024, and Peppa is still 4 years old. Fast forward to right now, even my cousin is watching Peppa Pig right now, and she's still 4 years old. Several presidents of several countries have come and gone, but well, Peppa's still 4. A lot could be explained about that, though it might not be so. While some say that an episode signifies a day in the show, so it would be fair that we've only had 300 episodes, so Peppa's safe from all the allegations then. But we had our best detectives carry out some vital investigations, and well, here are the results. In the show, they have celebrated Christmas exactly 6 times. And we all know that Christmas is celebrated once every year. That would suffice that at least 6 years have passed since 4-year-old Peppa premiered on our screens. So technically, she should be 10 years old right now, and George should be 8. But nope, she's still 4, and George is still a cute 2-year-old. That's something quite strange to understand. Even in the show Fairly Odd Parents, in a particular episode when Timmy's fairies were taken from him, he turned into an aged man immediately. It turned out that he wished that he would remain 10 years old forever. Crazy, innit? Forever young type shit. I love that too. I don't want my hair to fall off. Oh well, but we really don't know why their ages stay the way they do. There should be a reason for this though. Probably we're going to get something quite explanatory in the coming episodes. Things are about to get weirder than they already were. This time, it's a rather tickling and tripping situation. Why do the characters fall while laughing? It has to be noticed at least. Whenever the characters want to laugh about something, they'd all just fall to the ground on their back and, well, keep on laughing. For a show that depicts human behavior and a human-like way of living, it's rather strange that they have to fall on their back to laugh. Of course, we've seen extreme situations where some friends make a kind of joke that keeps them laughing harder than they actually can. Some laughter sessions can even give you aches. Trust me, I've been there a lot. I have really crazy friends, but still, it doesn't bring me down to the ground where I'd continue laughing while I'm constantly rolling on the ground. But well, it's a kids show, and I think the little ones just find it very amusing to see a bunch of individuals laughing so hard that they fall on the ground while at it. And finally, this detail is one that will leave you marveled. Why are animals having a barbecue? We all know a barbecue is either you're roasting beef, pork, or even chicken, and these are animals. Or are they cannibals? Now that's a question I can't answer, and even if they were roasting veggies, then run, Mr. Potato, run! The universe is coming for you. In a rather disturbing twist, what if humans were the barbecue materials? Damn, I should really stop here. What other detail or pattern have you noticed and you can tell it hasn't always been that way for a long time and you just discovered it? Why don't you share with me in the comments down below? And yes, subscribe to our channel. Your subscription and engagement would give me the motivation to think more and uncover more hidden details for y'all. In any case, that's my story for today. Catch you later. I don't want to miss the new episode of Peppa Pig. My cousin's already calling. Bye, fellas.